At a press briefing held on the 25th of January 2022, former Speaker of the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly and veteran leader of the United Democratic Party BINDO LANONG had shared his views on the outcome of Meghalaya's attainment of statehood in 1972. While speaking on the boundary issue between Meghalaya and Assam, BINDO LANONG said that it is a fact that the acceptance of statehood by members of the Hill State movement had been a step in the right direction, as the issue of boundary could be settled later. However, it is disheartening to know that post-1972, the Congress party that was in power in both the states and at the centre did not sincerely follow up on resolving the boundary dispute between Assam and Meghalaya, and because of this, the matter is yet to be resolved even after 50 years of the existence of Meghalaya, added BINDO LANONG.
Which party formed the government, which parties jointly formed the government, and all that. All these things, plus the major political developments within these last 50 years. So I have tried my best to mention in this book, so that they will be, of good help, and history will be there for the scholars, for the students, for members of the public in general, to know about how the state was formed, how the governments were formed, and all that. Accept the statehood first. The leaders had done the right thing by accepting the state and then resolve the boundary issue later. But I'm sorry to say, you must know this, and I know you know it, but I'm just going to remind you. In 1985, Chandrachud Committee was appointed by both the government of Assam and government of Meghalaya, 1985, with the blessing of the center. Rajiv Gandhi was there. Indira Gandhi was shot. So Rajiv Gandhi was there. And Assam was, the Chief Minister of Assam was Hiteswar Sakya. And Chief Minister of Meghalaya was Captain Sharma. Congress in Delhi, Congress in Assam, Congress in Meghalaya. Chandrachud submitted a report without recommendation. He did not recommend anything. 2 years after, in 1987, Chandrachud Committee submitted this report, just a report that we heard the Assam party, this is what they expressed, so he wrote in the report. We also heard the Meghalaya party, and this is what they expressed. Only what they expressed, the Assam leaders, what they expressed, what they wanted, and also Meghalaya leaders about what they, expressed and reported. Only that was mentioned in the report of Chandrachud.
It may be informed that BINDO LANONG had recently written a book entitled Golden Meghalaya that was released by Assembly Speaker Met Lingdo on 21st January 2022. On this, LANONG said that the attainment of statehood by Meghalaya came into force after the then Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, had thought it best to create hill states by bifurcating the hilly areas of northeastern parts of the country.
Then when Mrs. Indira Gandhi took over as Prime Minister of the country, she toed the line of her father. She felt the way her father felt. And she followed the ideas and shared the thought of her father. So she also announced that it will be good to reshape Assam by cutting areas for the new hill state, and Meghalaya was formed when she visited Meghalaya, when she visited Shillong on the 2nd of April 1970 here in Garrison Ground, and she announced, the autonomous state, for Garo Hills, Khasi Hills and Jainti Hills, known as Meghalaya.